The secrets behind the old Naira redesign that Emefiele and Buhari has been hiding, says Fani Kayode. Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh and sizzling news all day long. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, this is the right time for you to go ahead and subscribe. So please subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Help us grow this channel by giving this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world as well. Lastly, leave your comments in the comment section below. The secrets behind the old Naira redesign that Emefiele has been hiding from Nigerians, Fani Kayode discloses. Fani Kayode, a chieftain of the All Progressive Congress or APC, has made allegations that Godwin Emefiele, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, has weaponized the Apex Bank and that he wants to derail the democracy of a country by inciting an uprising. These allegations were made by Fani Kayode. On Tuesday, the remark was made public in a post that was published on the verified Twitter profile of a former Minister of Aviation. Remember that the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has indicated that the deadline for exchanging old Naira notes for new ones would be January 31st, 2023. People in Nigeria were getting frustrated because they were unable to trade in their old banknotes for the newly designed ones with only a few days left before the deadline. Nevertheless, the Central Bank of Nigeria pushed back the deadline for the 10th of February. Fani Kayode asserted that Emefiele intended to create a crisis and incite a rebellion against the government in order to clear the path for the establishment of an interim national administration. He further said that the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has not yet devised a strategy to issue sufficient fresh Naira notes and that he intended to deprive the people of cash in order to incite fury and discontent among them. He urged that Emefiele had turned the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, into a weapon and that he was an opponent of democracy. Cancelling old notes as part of a policy needs to be suspended entirely until after the election, at which point it can be done legally. He intends to instigate a crisis, set the stage for popular rebellion, undermine our democracy and clear the way for the establishment of an ING. He has absolutely no intentions to issue sufficient new Naira notes anytime in the near future. He intends to deprive the people of their money and provoke the anger and resentment that they feel by doing so. This has nothing to do with politics. Rather, it is about kindling the flames of revolt and revolution. This is both a subversive and de-establishing act. It has to be detained and confirmed immediately. It is serious. So this the way the way these people, these high-ranking politicians, are taking this exchange of naira notes seriously. You would think that they are fighting for the masses. You would think that it is because there are no cash flow in the system, and because people do not have money to buy things. That is why these politicians are fighting. No, they all have their agenda. Remember that even before now, even before people started complaining about the insufficiency of the new naira notes, these people had wanted to use DSS to threaten and arrest Emefiele, to intimidate him, just so that Emefiele would do their bidding. You guys should remember a few weeks ago, January, this same January that just finished, January, when Emefiele was threatened by all means. You guys should also remember that even INEC chairman was being threatened because the man was doing what he felt was the right thing, and this right thing that he wanted to do was going to affect politicians as well. Same thing with Emefiele. Once you introduce a policy that is not going to, that is going to affect these politicians negatively, or that would not allow them to do the normal thing that they usually do, they begin to use all sorts of means to threaten the principal. Reimagine that. And we all know that Nigerians are passing through a lot at the moment. There's fuel scarcity, there's no cash, even transfers for some banks is even really hard. But at the same time, I feel that we just need to, endure and go through this, because the real the real uh the real reason why there is this change of new naira note to old naira note is because a lot of people have taken a lot of money away from the banking system that even the CBN cannot even account for. A lot of monies cannot be accounted for. A lot of monies that have been stored in storage banks in a lot of places. You guys can even testify that this money started coming out when Emefiele introduced the new naira notes. All this money started coming out, and if Emefiele should postpone this exchange of old naira note to new naira note, if it should be postponed, the real intentions will be defeated, because all those people who have stored money in storex and different places will bring out their money, and they will be able to spend those monies for election. And Emefiele didn't want them to spend the money for election. And you know that the new electoral act is saying that no vote buying, nothing like vote buying. People should vote whoever they want to vote for without being influenced by money. People should have that freedom. There should be free and fair election. According to Erifai, I can see his point. Like, this policy has its negatives and positives, but at the moment it looks like the negative is overcoming the positive, and there are lots of elements who didn't even want Tinubu to win in the first place, so they are using that to work against the party. We get all that. But let me know what you all think in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't. I would love to hear from you guys. Please have